there. My name is Claudette Bouchard, Nanny for the Soul, and I am so delighted to be here. How many of you would consider yourself to be a highly sensitive person, or know of somebody that you think is highly sensitive? And how many of you have been accused of being too sensitive? You know, taking things too personally. How's that working for you? Is it impeding your life, stopping you from being able to move forward? Well, what would be the opposite of being a highly sensitive person? What about an empowered person, a confident person? So would any of you like to change that? Move out of the discomfort of being shy and timid to being strong and competent? Well, you've come to the right place. Before the end of this presentation, I have an offer for you to do just that. But before then, I'd like to take you on a little journey. The journey of my moving and shifting from one to the other. Follow me back here when I was a little girl. It all started when I was very young, and I was so timid and shy and scared, and I didn't want anybody to see me for fear of melting. And don't look at me sideways, because I would just dissolve into tears because I thought I had done something wrong. Can anybody relate? It's very, very uncomfortable. But I took that with me into a teenager. And as a teenager, I also felt that insecurity. Because you see, another piece was that I have a twin sister. And my twin sister was lovely. She was considered to be Sophia Loren. You know, that beautiful, gorgeous, luscious woman? She was. And on the other hand, I was olive oil. You know, in Popeye, that door where, you know, you flat all the way through. Not very flattering, but true. And then as a young woman, I felt so embarrassed about everything. It was like so hard to make it through life, you know? It's not easy to be sensitive, is it? And then I decided I would become independent, strong individual, and travel the world. But that didn't work too well either, because I kept pushing people away. For fear of being heard, for fear of not fitting in. It was really hard to be full of self-doubt. Anybody here ever experience self-doubt? Of course, we all have it. But I had it to the extreme that I convinced myself that I was an alien. Can you believe it? Woo! Why? Because I always felt confused. I couldn't make sense of my world. Any aliens out there? Well, after about 5 or 6 years ago, I hit the jackpot. Yes, I made it happen. Things were starting to shift because I met somebody who was able to hold the vision that I wanted in my life, but couldn't make it happen for myself. I was able to follow that program that he offered because he believed in me more than I believed in myself. But it wasn't easy. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of questioning. But I did do something that I wouldn't have ever thought possible before. And that's when things started to shift. My teacher would say, you must take massive, imperfect action. Well, imagine that timid person having to be imperfect and be seen. And then he said, you must get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah, me who kept wanting to hide from everyone. No, it wasn't possible. But I did it. You know how I did it too? Because I fired my ego. How did I do that? Well, first I'll let you know, the ego kept saying, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? Come, forget it. You're wasting your time. How can I work with that negative self-talk? So, got rid of it. And I had to because I had layers and layers and layers of unconscious thoughts and behaviors that were having to be exposed, reviewed, and challenged. But I did it. I kept marching forward. I kept making it happen. I wasn't going to turn away. I was going for it. And little by little, and by leaps and bounds, I started to feel the power within me and trusting it. Oh, I was able to shift from being that highly sensitive individual hiding to being a competent, confident woman. That's made it possible for me to be here today. I stand before you because over here I recognized that in my fear I was holding myself hostage by being so loyal to my pain and my hurt. I also learned that I am responsible if I don't make change in my life. So naturally, I had to set myself free, and I did. That's why I'm here today. My mentor held the vision for me. That competent, powerful woman. And I'm living that today. And wouldn't you like to have somebody like that on your side? That's why I want to share with you. I have something to offer you, as I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation. If you want to shift from being highly sensitive and frightened to being empowered, I invite you to my 3-day workshop. So how many of you here are committed to change? How many are willing to do whatever it takes? And how many of you are willing to be accountable to yourself, even fire your ego? Well, today's the day. Today is the day and the moment of action. Go to the back of the room and sign up for the 3-day. This is the time to take your life to a whole new level. And on your way home tonight, just imagine what would it make possible for you if you were to step into that powerful place. What results would you get? See you there. Thank you.